Hello everyone, I'm Jason Shaw from VisionAid Technologies and we've put together this short video for the Nystagmus Network Open Day. Of course we'd love to be with you in person, but we can't this year because of the current situation. So I hope you enjoy our little video, and we're going to run through just three products, new products that we've got. So we've got the AceSight VR, we've got the OrCam Read reading device, and we've also got the new Cloverbook magnifier. So we're going to go through these three products very quickly. Those of you who don't know VisionAid, we're a family business based over at Spalding in Lincolnshire, and we're not tied to any manufacturers, so we have lots of different products. It gives people a wider choice in both products and cost of products. And if you want to get in touch, we'll put some contact details at the end of the video so that you can get in touch and probably get one of our catalogues. We do a full brochure with all the prices and products in. It's got the best-selling products in this brochure, and we've also got a small lighting brochure as well, which you can ask for, because lighting can make a big difference to what people can and can't see. So we do some really nice lights, LED lights, both floor lights and little portable lights in there. So if you fancy a copy of that as well, please just get in touch and we'll pop you one in the post. Or you can have a look at our website and you can have a look at the details of that. That's just visionaid.co.uk. So enjoy the video. Thank you. Right, so let's take a look at our first product, which is the Cloverbook, which is a transportable video magnifier. And it comes in this nice padded case, which has got a handle on top and also a shoulder strap. So I'll move that out of the way first, and then we'll have a look at the main machine. So the Cloverbook, first to note, it comes in three models. It starts at £1,295, and which is for the Cloverbook Lite, and then we have the Cloverbook Plus, and then the Cloverbook Pro. So I'll go through them. This one's the Pro version with everything on it, so I can show you everything. And we'll go through the differences between the models. Okay. The first thing to note about the Cloverbook, it runs off batteries and mains. It's got the battery is user replaceable, so I can press the button to change the battery if I need to, and it can be ordered with an additional charger as well for a battery. So the standard battery has got a good life on anyway. It'll last up to 5 hours. Obviously then you can have 10 hours away from a socket if you bought the extra charger and battery, if you needed that length of time away from a power socket. And it's got a 12.5-inch screen on it, and it's best image quality in this sector. So it's also got this integrated handle here, which I'm going to use to set the machine up. Just simply pull up and pull out here, and that's how quick and easy it is to set the Cloverbook up. I switch it on, and then down here I've got a piece of newspaper here, and I've just moved it to one side there so I can demonstrate it more easily. And these are great magnifiers because it's got a nice 12.5-inch display. It's if you were looking at a larger handheld unit, but you didn't want to go up to the full-size desktop units, you still wanted that portability and flexibility from maybe moving it from one room to the next in the house, or you're in education and you need to take it out around classrooms, or you're in work and need to take it to a meeting. This is a great solution because you've still got a fairly large screen. So the Cloverbook Lite version is this unit, but only as a magnifier, a nice simple magnifier. So it's still got the screen here. And then you've got your tactile buttons here. The one on the right is the size, so for the zoom. And the one on the left is a rotary control, but it's also a push button. So as I turn there, I can choose enhanced reading colours. There's lots of different ones to choose from. But once I find the one I prefer, just zoom a little bit more there. Okay, then the centre of the wheel can also be pushed as a button, so then that would switch quickly back to natural colours. So I can look at photographs and there's a picture of a map. So I can look there at natural colours, and then when I want to read again with it, I could just press the middle of the button. I don't have to constantly go around and select. And then in the centre here, there's an orange joystick. So even though I've zoomed in, the camera can still see what it was seeing when it was on minimum magnification. So I can use this joystick to pan left, right, up and down around the information without actually moving the document, which is great if you're reading a column in a newspaper or a column in a book, for example. So it's because you can just pan left and right. You can change the speed of it as well. So that would be the Cloverbook Lite, and you also get nice features like if I press here, I get a line on the screen, so I can use that as a guide. Just put that in there so you can see it better on the camera. So you can use this ruler, I can change the thickness of the ruler, I can also change its position on the screen. So I can use that as a guide to track across a page, or if I prefer, I can press the same button again and have a vertical line. So that's great for tracking vertical up and down. And then again, so I can actually blank the information. I can change the width of this. At the moment I've got it's on 2 lines there, so I can track along just the 2 lines, or I could narrow it to just the 1 line. So then if I do lose my position, I can quickly and easily rediscover my place and just carry on reading. And then again, you've got the same one again for vertical as well. So if you're doing columns rather than going across text. So as a magnifier, it's a lovely magnifier. Like I say, that would be the Cloverbook Lite, and it starts at 1,295. Then there's the Cloverbook Plus, which is exactly the same unit, but then the Plus means that this screen here then becomes a touch screen as well. So instead, I can also then still use the tactile buttons, but then I can also pinch and zoom. And then I can also pan around, which is really nice with my finger. It's really smooth. And then you can, if I wanted then to scroll across a line, if I then wanted to go back to the beginning of the line, I can just simply double tap and it goes straight back to the beginning of the line. Double tap this side, goes back to the end. Okay. In addition to the touchscreen, on the right hand side, it also adds a second camera, which is actually fully integrated into the stand. Because some of these systems that are tablet size like this, then you'd have a separate camera, but then you'd either have to charge the camera separately because it'll have a separate battery in it, or you'll have to have some cable or wire going to that camera. So here we've got one, and I just simply pull it up, round like that, and that's it, set up. Simple as that. And it looks a bit like a Wi-Fi aerial, I suppose. But in here you've got a camera, and you've got a little collar here, so I can twist and pan around the room and look at things. So you might want to use this in education, you might want it to look at a whiteboard. In a meeting, you might want to watch a presentation with it. I've also had customers that use it to watch television with it. You can also spin it around and look at your face and use it as a mirror. So you can, have a shave, apply makeup, just for self-grooming. And also, maybe you're an artist and you want to have a look at something in the distance. You might want to look at birds on your bird table. Anything that you need distance viewing for, it's a great little addition, but it only comes on the Plus model and above. And to switch to the camera, I press a button on the side of the unit.
Distance view.
It goes to distance view, and I've actually got some text, so on the wall. There it is, there, look. Let's bring it down a bit. So that's some text on the far wall over there. I can also enhance it. So you can see just quickly. And then when you finish with this camera, it's just a case of just simply bending it down like this. So you can either pan around with the camera on your finger, or you can just use the collar on the camera just to twist it to look around the room. Now the Plus version adds the touchscreen and the camera. Then there's the professional version above that. That then adds full page OCR speech readback. So then if your eyes were tired and you wanted to read back a document, you could then put a document under here and press a button, and it would also photograph the page and read it back out loud. Okay, so you've got you can either have the Cloverbook Lite, the Pro, or the middle version, which is the Plus, depending on what requirements you have. Also on the Cloverbook Pro, the professional version, there's also a couple of extra video modes when you've got the distance camera up and running. So whereas on the Plus I can switch between the close-up and the distance, on the professional version I also get horizontal split screen. So I can have the bottom half of the screen showing from the close-up camera and the top half of the screen showing from the distance camera, which can be really useful during meetings or in schools and education in particular. And then I can also do the same with
vertical split screen.
A vertical split screen. Again, if you're using columns of figures, all the information is easier to view with a vertical split screen. So now on the right hand side of the screen I have the information from the close-up camera, and the distance camera is on the left here. The only other addition that I'd like to mention is to the Pro version is that on the Pro version you also get a HDMI output, which you can then take to a larger screen. So you could plug this into a television or a computer monitor, but it is also available with its own screen, a little flat portable screen. Right, on to our next product. It's the really nice OrCam Read. So this is a completely portable reading device. So it reads back in audio, anything that you point it at. It's a bit like holding a highlighter pen, so it's shaped like a pen. Very simple tactile controls. So you've got a power button, one that's shaped like a plus and a minus. So you can, the plus and the minus increase and decrease the volume, or skip forwards and backwards through the text when it's reading. And then you've got what we call the trigger button on the end, and that just, whatever you're pointing at, that's like the shutter button on a camera. It takes a picture and then it reads it back in audio. It can even read it at a distance depending on what size the print is. So if you're in a shop and you wanted to look up at the sign above you, you can actually point it up and it would read that okay, because that tends to be much larger print than normal. So it's a great little portable reader. Most people will be familiar with the OrCam units that go onto the glasses. Again, great products, and if you want your hands free, they're the ones to go for. But they are more expensive, where this one is more in the price range of a normal reading machine that you'd buy, that would be typically normally the size of a radio or that size machine. But this is completely portable. It's got a built-in battery, and you get a charger with it, and it will run for 3 hours on its battery before it needs a recharge. And it shows you visually how charged the batteries are, but I can also get it to tell me in audio how charged the batteries are as well, so it can actually get it to speak it. So the OrCam Read is a really good device, whether you've just got reading difficulties, or because you've partially sighted, which is obviously our main market, or even totally blind users, because it's nice and simple to use. You just point it at something, and the closer that you are to the text or the information that you want to read, the smaller the amount of information it will read. And then you draw the unit back further to get a larger area, and it will do up to an A4 size document, so a full letter. It can read further away, but obviously the print has to be larger. But so generally we just say A4 letter size, which is fine for most applications. So if I've got it switched on at the moment, so I'll capture something very quickly and then I'll move it near to the microphone so you can listen to what it's saying. So here's a book, and with a paperback book I can probably get 2 pages at once, but I'll just show you because it's amazing to see how fast it is. Literally point the device at the book. I've just woken up because it's gone to sleep while I was talking. Squeeze the button down, let go, and that's it. It's got both those pages.
As going home to mum, I believe in retrospect that Greg, part of the self-confidence of these two people
So
and
quick.
their nurship was that they each knew.
Click it there, stops. You can also have it with a feature called Smart Reading. What Smart Reading allows you to do is interrogate what it's seeing a little bit more and get just the information that you need from it. So I'm just going to show you as an example on a newspaper here. It won't be able to grab this whole sheet because I won't be able to, I don't want to hold it too far away because the print's very small. So what we'll do is Smart Reading, and I hold it above.
Note that there may be more text below.
Yeah.
Ready.
Read the headlines.
Found 3 headlines.
Okay.
First result, scrap erupts down under. Second result, French giant LVMH scraps FI2B and Tiffany takeover. Third result, Tesla's Musk loses £12.6 billion in just one day.
Read the third article.
Tesla's Musk loses £12.6 billion in just one day. By Lucy White. Tesla boss Elon Musk clawed back some of his loss.
Now I'm going to show you a letter with Smart Reading. So I might have read this letter already, so I know roughly what's on it. So, but then I might need to just check my appointment time. It's an NHS letter. So again, I can hold it up. Smart Reading.
Ready.
Read the date.
Found one date. Appointment. Tuesday 22nd of September 2020.
Right, and finally, we've got one of our little brochure pamphlets here. And say if I'd already read this and then just want the telephone number to give VisionAid a call, I can just, with the Smart Reading, read the phone numbers.
found one phone number. Call us on 01775711197.
There you go, and that's VisionAid's telephone number. That's the excellent OrCam Read. Truly portable reading device. Take it anywhere. Right, and finally we're going to take a look at the new AceSight VR. So this is one of the sort of new range of equipment that's very popular now called Wearables. So we do a number of different wearables from different manufacturers. Most of them use this type of technology with a virtual reality headset of some type and a mobile phone in that headset, and you're using the camera on the phone as your eyes, and then you're looking through the lenses in the headset onto the screen, so then you can see what the camera's looking at, and then you can zoom in and out and have different viewing modes depending on what you're doing at the time. But really great devices. Like I say, we do a number of different ones, right up to really sort of ones with very small screens and smaller headsets, but the ones that are most popular are the ones that use the virtual reality type technology. This one uses a Bluetooth controller that links to the headset, and it's got a joystick on it, so I can push it forward and zoom in and magnify things more, zoom out, reduce your magnification. I've got a trigger button on the end so I can freeze the image, whatever I'm looking at on the screen, so I can have a more careful look at it. Or I can hold it down and it will zoom out and give me an overview and puts a box around the area of interest. And then when I let go, it zooms back into my magnification level. And I've also got things like I can change it for example, like people who are used to magnifiers, the electronic magnifiers, or when you're reading text, sometimes you'll have it white on black, so it's enhanced, or yellow on black and things like that. So you can do all that through the headset if you're reading text with it. And this one's also got a really nice mode where it shows the edges on obstacles. So if you're looking around a room with it, it'll show up obstacles more because it puts an outline around an obstacle. Or anything solid like a cup or a tabletop or anything like that. In a minute we're going to cut to a video so you can have a look at what you would see through the headset. But these devices, the wearables, are great for keeping your hands free while you're working or whatever you're doing. If you work in a laboratory or any place like that, or if you're doing a practical job, or if you're on a course where you might be doing something mechanical, where you need both your hands free and still be able to magnify and see what you're working on. And also for a lot of leisure things, like if you want to watch television, go to the cinema, all these more social events are a bit trickier at the moment, I know, but you can go to cinema, go to the theatre, or even things like playing cards, playing board games. Another really popular one is musical instruments. So if you play an instrument, wearables are ideal because you can put the wearable on, you can play the instrument, and then your hands are free then to play whilst you read the music, and you can magnify and read the music. So we're going to cut to the video now, and then you can see just what somebody would see when they put these devices on. So here we are in the kitchen with the AceSight VR, and I'm just looking at the worktop here with the kettle and the cup and the spoons and things, and I can zoom in and out on anything I need. But I can also, this is what I wanted to show, is the edge detection. So I'm just going to flick through the reading modes a second, and then to edge detection. So that's one mode, so it makes the outline of things far more visible. And I can also see that in a full colour mode as well. I can see it in positive or negative or full colour. So it puts more distinctive outlines on things so they're easier to see and detect. A really nice feature. So here we are looking at the TV with the AceSight VR. So I can zoom in, look around the screen. And then if I can also give an overview, so look at the remote control.
Tomato and parmesan.
Done. I think I'm happy with that. What do you think?
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Jolly good. That just leaves one to do. Mint chocolate marquise.
Right, thanks very much for watching our little video there, presentation of just 3 of our latest products. We have lots more to offer, So if you do want to get in touch, either give us a call on 01775 711 977 or look us up on the internet. It's visionaid.co.uk. Okay, please just look us up. We are doing home demos at the moment with full PPE to keep things as safe as we can. So again, even if you want to have a look at something or if you just want to chat about any equipment, just please do get in touch. Thanks very much.